Hello. All day. How's you? How's work? God damn, I just reached a level on someone's Discord. That's impressive. You good? Good. That is necessary. I am not. Ah, like him. Hi, welcome on. Yeah, my back hurts. I'm not in the gym though. I went to the gym, and yeah. Uh, all that. All that. So many things. So much happened. Yeah, that sounds like a regular thing, isn't it? I have issues. We know that. But I'm gonna go straight to that thing. I am trying to refine how things work. And it doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for a second. Ah. All that. Basically, this entire thing is supposed to be centered to the screen itself, and it's like, it's horizontally centered, which is good. But when we move to another place where that thing happened, and we load somehow one of the options from there, Marmalade, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Let's attempt to get a verb. We get this. Good ads. This cross that you probably can see, the thing, hi again, is supposed to be right there in the center of the verb thing. Obviously, it's not. And other than the fact that I don't have the knowledge, Cursor doesn't seem to understand how to do that, because placing things in places where it's not supposed to be. And I'm like, container to take 60% of the screen height instead of 70%, which is not good. It's supposed to take 100% of the screen height. But yeah, it's just so much things that I don't really understand, and I've been fighting with this for a bit. But it doesn't change enough. Like, there is a safe area that is here, which makes no sense, and I can't minus it to center the content, because this is the top area, so that doesn't work. And if I plus it, because it takes the top padding, but therefore I don't really need the top section. So when I'm trying to not have paddings and center the entire thing, it goes up when it's supposed to go down, which makes absolutely no sense in my head. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah. Like, it's just, I'm asking someone that is supposed to know, but it doesn't. It doesn't at all piss me off. I don't really know direct, or I don't have direct contact with people that kind of know how this works, and I'm only relying on AI for now. Not that it's better, but it's just easier for me to not bother someone that doesn't have the full context of what I'm trying to do. Because if I just ask on Stack Overflow or anything, and I'm saying I need to center something to the screen, it's not, it's going to give me something that I can read but not understand, which is my main issue with Swift. As in, like, specifically right now, this is how to center a div situation, which is not what we want to ask as a question. Anyways, doesn't change the facts that yeah, it's just it's easier for me to just go there and say it should be centered to the screen, and what is the fucking word? There is a word for that, which is like omitting, avoiding, not taking into consideration. I think omitting is going to be fine. Yeah. A lot of people that we have in chat don't touch Swift UI at all. So yeah. Like, it's just really bad. I don't think Apple apps would be okay in assembly. Eh, I don't know. Also, this is way easier for me to just do that and just ask a question, check if the content makes sense, then save here and then see if it does anything. If it does anything that is good, then we are good. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Here, it's much better. So this is much better. Though the positioning for the debug lines are, I think, ignoring. That's the word that I was looking for. And still, they are ignoring the safe area, but they are kind of not centered. Huh. So yeah, I've been doing that for the past 2 hours, basically taking a screenshot, putting it in cursor, and then saying the content. Like right now, the content is perfectly placed, but the debug lines aren't. You know, like, and just let it do its thing and wait. And wait. But yeah, it's really it's really annoying because it should be easy or easier, and yeah, it's not. I also think that the geometry reader here, which it's probably tiny, that thing, geometry size reading, is checking the size of the screen, which implies that it will work on most screens. But that's the idea. So if you have a screen that is like 475 in width, it's going to take the center. And if you have a screen that is 375, it's going to take the center, and it's going to work anyway. So that's the point of the geometry reading. The thing is, it doesn't really work as expected, and that's sad. And also sometimes cursor is doing these types of moves where I mean, you may be able to see that, but the two lines that it has removed in red are the same as the two lines that it's just re-adding. And yeah, I don't know why he's doing this when the only change is that. So yeah, Jan, hi, welcome in. I know you do know Swift, isn't it? Uh, that's better. Is it? It's not. That space at the bottom is pissing me off. Shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. Anyway, how are you? How's your day going? I've been saving something to potentially talk about later. This is interesting as well. This is much better. This is much better centered. It's still not centered, as you can probably see right here. It's... But yeah, Chris, hi. Welcome on.
Chris from NP raided my stream with 2 viewers.
How is the stream? You don't post anything in the Discord, so I don't know when you're live. Shendro, hi, work on it. So I feel like I was about to say I feel like the music is crazy, but the music is crazy. That's good. How are you both, Shendro? How's the healing going? Are you healed? Are you better? Are you back in the gym? I know that someone said that you were not back in the gym. Ah. I see. Haven't been to the gym. That's bad. That is bad. I'm kidding. It's okay if you don't feel like going to the gym at some point, but you still want to go back at some point. You're good. If it's just like some weeks you need to take it off and just relax, do that. Do that. I've been trying to center a div in Swift. Yeah, that's the meme. That's today. It is entirely that. And also I don't have the ability to just launch something directly from here, which is really sad. Let me explain, or let me show you. The issue that I have and the reason why I'm trying to align the div and center a div is because in the quizzes, we have an issue happening. And the thing is, when I'm in a quiz, I can't really define which types of questions are going to pop up. So I need to go through the quiz blindly, expecting or hoping that this happened at some point, which is like really close to the end of the quiz. And yeah, that's bad. Why do we have twice the check answer? That makes no sense. I don't know about that. I am doing Swift UI, yes. Yes. So this one doesn't do shit. This one does something. I see. And it didn't do anything here. That's crazy. Oh, that's the one. That's even worse. I wouldn't have known. Oh, I need to fix that. God damn. Oh, the quiz in small screen is just... Well... So, okay, I'm trying to center something, but I'm not trying to entirely center something. I know that makes no sense. Maybe that's the issue. I see that now. Let's see. let's change device. Take a big one and see if that helps. The button action is not necessary in the verb conjugation section. So that whole thing, I think, yeah, that's the button action that get this text and that thing. Let's see. Let's see, that helps, you know, they're just testing out. It's not better. It still has that section at the bottom. But at least we don't have the button, which is good, because we don't need it. In the current state of the app, because the app does work and is present somewhere on my phone, we still have the previous version, which works. But right now I'm having a bit of an issue on the quiz section, as I just said, because the verb block of text is not really how it's supposed to be. Like it's a stack like this, and it's supposed to be trailing, and the anchor of that element is supposed to be trailing center as well. So trailing middle. So I'm trying to just find the exact center of the screen right now, and then once that's done, I will move things around to ensure that things are good. So now that we have that moved too much, that cross, we are okay-ish, and I can move things around. But before that, I couldn't. And I don't know if like real center is a thing. I mean, I wish it was, shall be. Verb information. That's the selected conjugation type. So this thing right here is the element that we need to have. The thing is, no, I haven't. I have used MDMA, which is different, but it didn't work the same way. No, no, it is different, and also it depends on the French most of the time. But yeah, I haven't used MDMA. I just know that some, like I think, which one is it? The one that is known for that, the one that is the focus medication that a lot of people are taking in the US. I think it's a white or purple pill, and it is called Adderall. Adderall, that's the thing. Yes. Adderall is, in a way, a derivative of MDMA to an extent. It has some of the molecules that are similar, and so that's why I'm comparing both. They absolutely don't have the same effects. Yeah. I don't know Ritalin. No. I don't know Ritalin, but yeah. And Jan, that's basically what I'm trying to do. I have like a circular picker, which I've done, which is pretty good. I don't even think that is visible on stream because it's too thin. But that is working so far, and this is fixed. And in the previous version of that page right here, the verb information that was in the center was supposed to have, or is supposed to be, basically butt to butt with the conjugation. So we have the verb, and then the ending is selected by the user manually, and so that's the whole thing in the quiz. You arrive there and you're like, there is a question saying, oh, put that verb in its, I don't know, negative form, and you're like, okay, which one is the negative form? You know that, and you're like, oh, it's this one, and it selects it, basically selected when it's highlighted, and then you press move on, and it's good. The thing is, right now, when the verb section that we have right here, or it's supposed to have right here, when the verb is one character, because in kanji you have that sometimes, it shifts in its container, and when the verb is longer, it shifts in another direction. So as you can probably tell when I'm here, because now we have both options with a simple single single character verbs and a non-single, that makes sense, and we have everything centered. So now, as I just said, what I need to do is figure out how to align this content, because right this second I feel like I don't know where this verb info is coming from, because we don't really have. Oh, it's right there. I'm so not used to having the panel closed that I couldn't find the thing. Anyways, that view right here, the alignment center, which is not the thing that we want. We want it to be trailing, and that makes sense. It's supposed to be trailing, and its content is also supposed to be trailing, which is currently not the case. If we go back into maybe this one, nope, maybe this one. So you can see how it is trailing, but it's not a line in its container. Like it's off-centered to its container, and if it was trailing, it should be aligned here. That's what pissing me off, and that's what I'm trying to fix, or have been trying to fix, and I can't. Because the content is supposed to be centered, but it's not supposed to happen. I feel like, first of all, I feel like the page background here, if I could have a background gray. Shit, dot gray, I forgot. Yes, so that we can see that. That placement is going to be good and really helpful. See, I'm learning. I'm not learning much, but I'm learning still. So that's a good thing. Also, let's see if I can just give you a bit more visibility on stream so that you can potentially read stuff. I doubt it, but we never know. And maybe I will be able to read things. I doubt it as well. I can't read for shit. It has a fixed size, which is horizontal, which is false, technically. Vertical should be fixed, but we don't really care. The screen is the you know what? It's a good question. It's the macOS screen, so the macOS is the MacBook Pro screen, so it's the tiny 15-inch one. So yeah, you're probably using your big screen for everything, And if you've been here before, you probably have seen me zoom in on Figma because, for example, I'm here and I'm talking about something and I'm like, oh, you can't see that. And I'm just zooming in and showing you exactly where things are. That's a force of habit with time. But yeah, everything is tiny. Gonna take some background to see if it collapses actual text. Yes, that's a good idea. Let's do that, and let's do red because you know that makes a lot of sense. Golly, that's bad. Hugo, hi, welcome on in. See that space? That space is not what I want. The padding horizontal of 8 makes no sense. Let's get rid of that for now and hope that it fixes something. It fixed something, so that's pretty good. I forgot how to do the anchor. It's not the anchor preference. That's not it. It's shit. Anchor position.
Hugo K. Bernardo just resubscribed for 23 months.
Welcome back. 23? 23? Goddamn. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Enjoy the emotes. The V stack doesn't need to have the full width. No, that's not the point. I need its anchor to be positioned properly, and I forgot. I did that at some point. Yeah, you take care of both babies. I don't, I don't care. It shouldn't really matter the size of its container. Like if I had the frame width not being there and just taking the size of the content, that would be fine if changing its content implied that it was also placed in the exact same spot in terms of right trailing anchor. And that's the idea. Let me just opacity these, because these are red, like red bitch. I forgot the dot. It was a solution in the previous thing. I know. The thing is, anchor preference is not really a thing that I understand, nor do I get it. I am that kind of dad, yes. I may have kids, I don't know about it. I doubt it. I hope not. I mean, we never know. Set a value for a specified preference key. That's not what I need. I need like no, you have too many. I know you want to sell one, but no. It's not gonna be in there, it's not gonna be in there, it's not gonna be in there either. So it kind of can only be bitch in here. It's not a thing. So it's there for sure. Um, I don't. I know that Atakan on Discord has one. Um, I know that. I guess. Ah. Mm-hmm. That I should have known. I should have known. Let's get rid of the frame width. Let's replace it with this and ensure that this is not bitch. Dang. Does it work? No. Cool. Because trailing middle doesn't exist and anchor point doesn't seem to exist at that instant. Like anchor point dang dot trailing doesn't seem to work. Shit. That is basically my workflow when I'm trying to figure out something. I'm just like doing that. Huh. No, it really needs to be the anchor points, because if it's not, then it's just creating an offset. That's an option. I'm thinking creating an offset based on the central point, which is the current anchor point, to just do a negative padding or positive padding on the right side of half of self. Ah. I can't type. I used Bubble a while ago, as in when they basically were competitor to using Google Sheets for content. So that was like 6 years ago now. So not really. So we have a geometry reader again for that, to place it center. See, that makes no sense. Hmm. Bitch, what the fuck? Well, you can't really style things. You only have the ability to get data, and that's why it is robust. Robust? Robust? It bust twice? No. Um, yeah. I mean, for me, from my point of view, it's not that good for designers, and it may be good for some devs, but I have a feeling that these platforms, most of the time, the no-code platforms, are gonna be good for the non-IT person. So if you are like a designer and you have some knowledge of code or how to design stuff, and you enter on these things, that just doesn't, that doesn't work. So, let's try that. Um, hmm. I guess knowing that that's gonna be weird, but it could work. Yeah, I still haven't downloaded the 5th version, so I thought Chris will talk about it on stream, and I might download the 6th version. But I mean, since I built mine, I kind of don't rely on title, and I also I also think that if I download it and use it, or at least explore it, I may be tempted to just say, "Oh, that component is cool, really cool." Like copy, paste, put it on my side, and just like use it as mine, which is not good. Getting inspired by the component and just recreating it on my side is gonna be okay, but I don't feel like we need more components. I mean, we always need more components, but then they become like tailored components, and I don't really like that as a concept. Uh, that's gonna break. I okay, that what the fuck? What the fuck? So I'm gonna do the designer way because the designer way works. So for some reason. Let's do blue, and let's do an outline of 2, I guess.
It's muscle time!
I see. Sure, hi, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, still. Ugh, how's the day? I really haven't chatted at all today. It's crazy. Oh, that was so much easier. So now it's going the other way because, you know, that's how things work. Um, how did you just do that? Size width divided by 2 minus 1. That makes no sense. I'm gonna try something. God damn it. Things are going bad. Because I can't type. No, not that. Alignment trailing. Oh, it's a cotton. Yeah, I know, it is a skill issue, 100%. Yes. What do you mean you can't find alignment in scope? Like, alignment is not a thing anymore. It's the only space I have. No, you mean for the stream, as in the overlay, or you mean for the camera physically in on my desk? What's the question? The fact that physically it is the only space I have to be able to have my Windows, like PC screen on this side and my Mac screen on this side, then be able to see things and basically have the camera in the middle. The thing is, it's prompted on a cardboard box and a tripod. So yeah, and it's not. It's pointing down slightly. If it was straight, it should. I mean, you can't. I can't even do that because I don't have enough space behind it to incline it. So yeah, it's not. It's pointing down. It's just a wide angle, if that makes sense. Yes. Yes. Obviously. That's the thing that makes no sense to me. If I have this V stack with an alignment that is trailing, and then I say I want the frame to be, I don't know, a width of infinity and no height. It doesn't change shit. Makes no sense. Oh, god damn. 96. Impressive. Impressive. Dang, that's everything I have. Also, that camera is black. I'm currently using the Sony a6400 and that lens specifically. So, you have the A7 III and you want to use the A7 III as a webcam? No. No. But yeah, I bought this one because someone on eBay was selling it without knowing what it was. So I got it for 200 bucks when it body only cost like 750. I got it for 255. Yeah, it's so expensive. I mean, that's not the same, but that one is 1,000 bucks. So yeah, I basically got it for like 750 on a discount, which is good. I use this for traveling. It's the same, kinda. It's almost the same. That's not the word. Field of view. Like it's 20 millimeter. This one is a 16, and so I can put the camera further away or closer to me with a 20 because I look farther out. But yeah, it is a real DSLR. What do you mean by it's not a real? I think it does. I think it is. I don't know. What did you say? No to the DSLR? To the A7 III? Because it's a 5,000 bucks camera. 3,000. And using that as a webcam makes no sense to me. Why? Okay, so that works, but the content is not trailing. Oh. Is it because it's the alignment? Su 250, you know? Mm. It's the same. Huh. If I'm lost in between IDE, that's not gonna work. Okay, so now that works. We have a padding that is horizontal at 16, which we don't want. Good. There is music, you just can't hear it. it's just like this entire album that we're supposed to be listening to right now, right here, is just weird. So we'll see. Okay, so you know what? It's not necessary. That's one of the reasons why I can't or don't like to code on stream, or specifically doing exactly what I'm doing right now, because I can't type and talk at the same time, which just doesn't help at all. This is so weird though. Like, that entire thing is not how I would think it would be. But you know, I've been wrong before. Usually. And it's worse now. It is worse. I feel like we could just offset it from here. And do like X. Maybe not 8. Maybe just 2. Yeah. 250? No, 224. I added a 0. Yeah. Right? 224 seems to be okay. It's not perfect. 220? 220. What do we have there? Now the question is, does it work on the second one? It does. Cool. God damn. The thing is, this is wrong in terms of placement. That overall hard-coded value of 220 is good for the 16 Pro Max, but if I change to the SE, it's probably not gonna work, or not be exactly in the same spots. So I need to define the geometry reader, divide it by 2, as I just said a second ago. That doesn't work. Cool. So that offset that we just added, but that didn't go through, I'm gonna not save that, and I'm gonna reopen it, because that makes sense. You know, Danny, hi, welcome in. How are you? God damn. Good job. I mean, not yet, but like soon. What's the plan? Appreciate that. That's good news. How's the planning? How's the finding things. Oh, I can do that. Cool. Let's hope. Perfect. Yeah, that will take, depending on where you are. The thing with passports is that sometimes some government relative things take longer than expected to get their shit together. But yeah, I mean, you know, it might be working. Can I now do an offset of that here? But there? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, that's bad. How? Oh, you don't know. I see. Start to stress, Daddy. If you... Huh, that might work? Yeah, then. You may be able to have or find... God damn. I know we used to have one in there, and now we don't. God damn it. Because these are pretty okay. Not the best, but they are pretty okay, and you may have or find like a discount for these if they removed it. That's crazy. They had one where you are lending. Interesting. I guess they acquired the company and then they fired a lot of landlords. Interesting. Yeah, the reason why I'm talking about it is that it could have given you like a discount from me to you, and then you would have flat place things. 3 weeks is good, Denny, for that. 3 weeks is what you could put in your head. 3 days, I doubt it. I usually take or plan 3 weeks in advance if I need to renew my passport. Like, for example, my passport is supposed to end, I mean, not end, but like be less willing to survive soon-ish, 2027. So it's like in 3 years, 2 years now. I may need to just renew it before I move, just to avoid having to do it in Japanese. I still haven't moved and nothing is planned, but it's just like I'm planning ahead. What was I about to say? I was about to say this. This is the geometry offset divided by 2. The thing is, I can't really do the wheel size, the wheel diameter divided by 2. Because then won't? Yeah. And I don't want a fixed value. Oh, for fuck's sake. And the wheel diameter is already. Dang. Mm. Yeah, then in France it's usually 3 weeks to a month. I mean, that's usually what I have in mind when I'm thinking about passport renewal. It's gonna be somewhere around there. Okay, I can't figure that out. It needs to be half of self. And it's probably half of width. The thing is, if I do it divided by 4, it's not gonna work. And if I offset it by just the width of the screen, it's gonna be... I feel like it's gonna be wrong. Like, that kind of works. It's also almost not centered, but I don't care. I mean, the text line, the baseline of the text is not a line. Oh. Let's see how it looks if I'm on a bigger screen. What did I say? It's not gonna work. Oh. And I don't want to, like, define exact values for each of the potential screens because that's not gonna work. So, how can I programmatically place this? Like we did here. Oh. Yes. Do you have money, Nenny? Or do you want to save money? I'm gonna go there. That's why I'm saying, like, start stressing, because if you are good for a month, it's, yeah. Are you willing to spend 2K on clothes for days? That's, yeah. I don't even know how much it costs now. I don't even know if it's still there. I doubt it. Yeah, bitch, shut the fuck up. I think we used to have Rains, because rains are good. Stony, hi, welcome in. How are you? I mean, with these emotes, I have doubts. I guess these ones are not gonna be what I'm looking for. I think it's mostly gonna be these ones. The one that I have is a pre-production unit from them that is rated for Danish weather, and it's pretty good, but it's a pre-production unit, so it's, I don't know if it still exists or if it exists, but it's basically that one. And the one that I have might be a woman version compared to the men's version. But the main point that I have with these is that they are rated for -5 or -15 degrees. And so if you're, and also like waterproof, that is why I love rains. Cat bought one when she was here the first time. Can you zoom in on that? It's supposed to be written right there, but it's a bit pixelated. Maybe you can buy clothes when you get there. Yes, that's a good option. It's just that you kind of need to have, if the season at which you land is a cold season, that might be a bit of a shock. But also that's a good thing because you will have like 15 layers on yourself when you take the plane. So you can take like a bigger luggage. Debatable. I do like to be prepared, so yeah. I also know that some of the things that I buy are sometimes not available in the country that I'm going to, which is Japan, because I don't move around elsewhere anyways. But yeah, it's for example, rains is not a thing that I found in Japan. I found like a pop-up store once, and they just had the bags and not the garments. So, which I do like what they do. So that's one thing. The other ones is kinda like, it's gonna be like the Kanagagoose Goose type of thing, the North Face type of things, which are expensive, but also depending. Again, check the price beforehand. If the prices in Italy are lower than the prices there in dollars, and that the conversion in euro from dollars changes, maybe it's better for you to buy it beforehand because it's going to cost you less overall than if you bought them here or there when you land. So yeah, I mean, as I said, I have so many things from this brand. So many. I shouldn't, but I have so many. And I think I can just go in Bomber directly. It's going to be easier. I think the newer one are padded, so they don't have the one that I have. But it's basically that. But instead of being in regular fabric, it's in leather. And this costed me 1K, kinda, in Japan. And when I made the conversion, it was basically just 800. So technically lower. I have their pants as well, which, you know. Bitch, where you at? Pants. Trousers. That's the name. Their pants are just like expensive for no reason. They're good pants, but they are expensive. Can you get the fuck out, ads? Also, like, did you go to the bathroom or did you just drop the bathroom? As in, just drop the bathroom. Anyways, these bitches are like $300 for no fucking reason. So, you know, damn. Anywho. No, I don't like these. Personally speaking, I'm more of a Arc'teryx person than anything, and this is bad because they are good in terms of looks for me, but they are also bad for my wallets again. But yeah, I'm more of a person that has something that is more functional and lightweight. So the slimmest it can be with the most functionality and movement options and still keep me warm and all of that, I would go for that. I would avoid puffer jackets. I would avoid the one that have the sheep wool inside. It's just not the style that I have, but also it's not the mobility that I like to have. So I would rather go for these. Really good, but they are really expensive. And same thing, they are really expensive here in France. I think the one that I just clicked on earlier that was like 1800. When I bought it in Japan, it was 1200. So I'm basically saving $600 by buying it in Japan. So take a look at that first. Take a look at the conversion rate and the prices of the thing that you are interested in now in the country that you're lending on. So yeah. Also, Stoney, I'm sorry though, you have nausea and headaches. That's kind of bad. It depends on the time of the year, but yes. Right now, it's mostly classic chic-ish. But I mean, as you can see, yes, it is mostly gonna be streetwear and other. I mean, technically, my preferred style for myself, as myself, is gonna be. Can I find it? Can I not find it? That's a probability as well. Yeah. I personally lean toward techwear most of the time, and specifically high society mafia techwear type of thing. So it's basically these bitch ass things that are still functional, which is Arc'teryx. This one is from 2017. If I could, I would buy one because I love it so much. But yeah, I like the deconstructed type of techwear. So these things, entirely my thing. And yeah, these are just blankets. You just walk around with the blankets on yourself. That's so good. But if you want to go for classy or more for regular like thing like this, which is probably that's basically the style that I have now when I'm outside, not inside. Inside I'm just in sweatpants. But yeah, my coat is basically that, and I have similar types of pants. Not the shoes. I hate these. These are shit. But yeah, yeah. That's the base. I used to have similar like these as well. This is like same thing. This is going into the same area of fashion, which is high society fashion type, subtle detail, deconstructed but still constructed, and keep you like, when someone looks at what you have on you, they're like, how the fuck does that works? Like, where's the buttons, where are the things? And the other one that we had like a second ago, this one, same kind of concept. It's kind of weird. This one is more visual kei, Japan and Korea than the other ones, but yeah, that's the type of thing that I like. But I'm still extremely high fashion and tech wear in both sides. So yeah, I think the one that was pretty good, or the one that could match for you, is roughly this sadly it Italian fashion to me. This is the perception that I have of Italian guys. And it kind of, yeah, it could work, right? Cat, we agree. That's the type. That is the type. I wish Pinterest worked as it used to be, but it doesn't. Like, these is more fun, but most people don't go for that type of colorful things. I'm not gonna stay on the underwear section that I have in here, because then it's gonna be bad. No, that's a no, Benny. Yeah, that will, to me, never be a good idea. That will never, ever be a good idea. Like, even on a horse, someone that is a cowboy and does the thing, this is not good. This is wrong fashion. Like, this is a bad fashion style. I really hate these things, as you can see. just hate it. Just not for me. But I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I'm not really Sorry, I'm seeing something that is weird. If I do that, it's gonna be weird. Anyways, just a widget on the side. But yeah, going back to the other types of fashion that I do like a lot, like these entire things, then I love these things. Same thing, they are expensive as fuck for no reason. They have the least amount of fabric, but they're good looking. I mean, to me, they're good looking. That pants is so good. But yeah, you can kind of see the idea, the style, the context. Most things, details, shit like this. That makes sense to me. Anywho. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? Cat, that might be a good feeling, you know? It might work. You know what? That's what I need to do. That's sad, but that's what I need to do, I guess. I'm gonna need this here to have a background of dot red, Dot opacity. 01. 10. Golly. Really? Sorry. That. What do you mean, no? The PC is telling me things that makes no sense. We'll see what happens. I don't mind. So that circular thing is bigger than expected. God dang. Thank you. Also, on the side note, now that we are on the chatting scene, my mom is coming to Paris tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, these ones are good. The same as last time. These are ramen noodles. I mean, same as last time. Last time was avocado. This one is ramen noodles. Soups. Dogs are different, Denny. Dogs are... God damn, this is crazy. No. Start again. It probably will do nothing. I have too many screens. That makes sense, yeah. Docs did have good shoes some days ago. No. I mean, not some days ago, but they had a thing. Docs are not casual at all. God damn. You don't know. Docs are associated with things. The only boots that are gonna be casual are gonna be Chelsea's, and Chelsea boots are like, these are Docs basically. They are not Docs, but basically they are Docs. Let me see if I have Chelsea's in there. You're missing knowledge on fashion. Apparently, a lot of it. A lot of knowledge about how dogs came to be and what they represent and how they are associated with people and all that. Most of the shoes that I will have are also tech and other things, but yeah, I'm still not having the right, haven't found the right thing, so I can't. I mean, sharing screen doesn't help. These are the ones that I have in Japan, and I'm missing them. I mean, not these ones, but yeah. Chelsea, where you at? Docs is mostly punk, kinda, but also Antifa and other rebellious groups. Still shorter than you, Chris. Don't worry about it. I think I'm 173 when I'm wearing them. They probably have a 3 to 4 centimeters heel. So yeah, probably 5'9", 5'8". I'm 5'7", so yeah. They don't hurt anymore. I mean, they will hurt when I'm going back, but yeah. This is almost Chelsea's. They are Chelsea core. but they are not exactly the one that I'm looking for. I know I do have some of the original Chelseas that will probably work for you. Kinda, this is more of a sneaker Chelsea than the regular ones. I'm shorter than everyone. That's why I'm trying to move to Japan, because there I'm like average height. Come on. I have so many shoes. That might be the reason why I can't find them. Also, sneakers in general are gonna be pretty a good bet. Like, they work anytime. Yeah. Yeah, so a regular Chelsea would work for you, Denny, with that style that you're defining. And it would be much better than the boots. Chelsea's are kind of boots, in a way. But I'm just trying to find the right one. I should just search. But, you know, it's more fun if I find a pair somewhere that I already saved. I could 100% search. Ha! Similar. Not exactly. Not exactly. These ones are, these ones are Chelsea's for women, and you're not gonna go for that. Fuck! That is a more casual Chelsea. It's not a Chelsea entirely, but it's a more casual thing, and it works everywhere, and it's leather and fabric, and it goes through things. You can have similar things. These don't exist anymore, probably, because I probably saved it a while ago. But that's a Chelsea-ish shape with the leather. The other one that I have is these. These are more sneakery because I am more sneakery, but the side is that opening in elastic-ish fabric, and the top being like leather-ish. That is Chelsea's, kinda. So Chelsea's. I never know how to type it. Yeah. The regular men, I'm gonna need men at the end. And then he no. Oh, can't. No. Then he said docs in the beginning, and I feel like that's a no. These are basically Chelsea's to a degree, and because they are blank, we can't really see that, but they have this opening on the side that is elastic. So if you want something that works everywhere, that is more like fashionable and works in any situation, these are the type of boots that you kind of want. And you can go for the nubuck or then, or I don't know how to call that, the other side of the leather, for something that is a bit more soft than the leathery shiny thing. But yeah, these are basically boots that are not associated with Doc Martens or other things. So that would be better for you. This is the regular classic format. So very, very, very simple. It just works. It's a boot. You have your jeans on top of it, not inside. However, and you would be good. All right. It is 801. Indeed. I have looked for these in the color that I want, which is gray. Most of the time, I'm gonna go for gray. Like a light gray or one of the, not that soul right there. Jonathan, hi, welcome in. that kind of works. Chris, don't give us the time. You would lose your edge. But these are subtle enough to go everywhere and work. Though, before I say anything, these specific ones, as in nubuck or like, I don't know, soft leather, whatever, the other side. Dun. It's called dun in French, so I don't know. That and snow don't like each other at all. You will have stain with the single drop of water. If it rains, yes, shred. Thank you. Yes, that's the word that I was looking for. Thank you, appreciate that. If it rains, you basically need to dunk the entire shoe in water in order to not have stain. Otherwise, you will end up with stains if you get the shred versions of them. But yeah, they are good looking, they work, and they exist in gray, light gray, just leather rather than reversed. But yeah, you can have fun ones. But for you, if you want something that is fashionable and that will work in any situation, these are basically it, which is written right there. Whereas docs and regular combat boots, you want combat boots rather than docs. Like, you want to go with military type thing rather than docs. I'm telling you. Yeah. Things like that could work. It's still too cowboy for me because of that bitch ass thing in the top, but yeah. Can you stop? My bank has been sending me notification for the past 3 hours of I'm getting debited money every hours. That is. And as always, if you like Vans are good. Vans would work anyway. Specifically in snowy weather, you have enough sole in the bottom to insulate you from the floor, which is always a good thing. And some of them, I don't think these ones are. Yes, these ones are. These ones are the Gore-Tex version, so they are waterproof and weatherproof. And that's why I like them. Yeah, but it's the cowboy essence, right? It's the feeling. But yeah, if you want something that works, I feel like combat boots are gonna be easier to style if you are going into a bit of a more street fashion type of thing. But doesn't work every time. And if you are someone that wears sneakers, Vans, real good. Overall, like Nike high tops are gonna be fine. And yeah. Buy the not that cheap ones. I know why you want the Vans, but nah. If you want the Vans because they are flat soles, right? That's what you're looking for. If that's the case, here, try that out. I love them. They have lifting shoes, more or less, most of the time. I don't know if we do have, or if they do have the one that they used to do. I forgot, it's been a while, but they have these amazing soles. Not that it matters, but they have these printed sole, and they have plenty of them with like pink flowers and other materials, and they are meant to be worn for lifting and specifically for deadlifts. Most of the regular ones are gonna have some sort of a basic flat ones. I think I have a pair somewhere, and they are really good. Yeah, but there are like discounts and shit everywhere. Look at that. I mean, look at that. No one sees it. It's so cute. It's just, I like it because they change and it's different. And yeah, see, discounts. Maybe you don't like that style. I don't know, probably. But you know, discounts. Plenty of them have discounts. Yeah, the thing is that the All Blacks are the one that will always be on sale. Not on sale, but like will always be sold. So they will never like final sale something. I guess. Dang. On sale. Even more sales. 56. Though, do they have your size? I doubt it. Are you size 5? I don't think you're a size 5. Or you can go there, $28. That's flat. That works. But yeah. Also, Danny, back to the shoe thing. These ones do have like regular shoes, as in not necessarily Flora. Hi, what got it? Not necessarily like lifting shoes, but they are still good for lifting, and some of them are good overall shapes. I mean, if you are in slippers, you basically are bare feet, and it's bare feet, whatever. It's pretty good. Like it's good enough. Yeah. Nonetheless, going back to where I was a second ago, for me, I'm more on that side of things for boots. Like I'm good at. I tried to get these ones, and they are now not made anymore. I have another version of these, but yeah, I love these shit. Like, yeah, they are so weird that I like them. As I said, my weirdest one is the Kobe Bryant Nikes that I have bought in Japan, and they stand out. They are on that page multiple times. These ones are the newer versions with the leather, and now I need a fucking score bag. But the one I have, which are right behind me, and I could just pick them up. Are gonna be around my Nike session. Like, these ones are so cool, so cool. So they look so cool. God damn, I have so many. I'm not a shoe person either. I mean, let me say that. I like shoes and sneakers in general. I don't own many. Let me go back there. I don't buy all of the one that I like. I went back twice. For many reasons. Come on, Pinterest. Show me the goods. Ah! I mean, have you tried the Nikes ones, Chris? If you really want something that lasts, you're gonna go combat boots, leather, handmaids. It's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be expensive once, and then you just are good for like 10 to 15 years. Interesting. I feel like, I mean, most of my Nikes have been pretty good, but I also don't, I mean, I walk a lot, but that's it. I don't do much more than that in my shoes. These are the one that I have, but these pictures are just the front. And it's the side that is good looking. Like, I wish I had these. They don't really exist anymore. I wish I had these. I have some similar things. But not these. Come on. I'm sure Pinterest removes pins that you saved just so that you can go back and find it again. But yeah, that's the one that I had. And these are weird and really fun. They have no laces. They have an elastic pull-out strap to unlace them. They have an automatic bow wheel in the front. So it's cables instead of laces. And they look really cool. To me. Nonetheless. For something a bit more subtle, but still fun, these or that brand, I have them on my shoe collection list type of thing. These are really fun. They change. I like different styles or different cuts, different shapes. Shapes is the word. So yeah. Also, Chris, that's really interesting because I shared that before, right? That's a thing that I shared. But as I said, I don't have many pair of shoes. I have some, and there. I'm still wearing these, the grey ones, every day, and I still wear these inside. These are my sleepers. I still have most of these. Some of them I just throw them away because they were not really my styles. I still have these. And yeah, I used to have, I mean, right there you have 8 pairs, and this is the after picture, and there is a before picture before, I think, either here or a tad higher. It's supposed to be like somewhere around there, but yeah. There's a second one somewhere, that's all I'm saying, with the same. I used to have 26 pairs of the same brand. Right? Because they're good. They work. I'm sad that I can't find the other ones. I doubt it's lower than this. Yeah, it's not there, that's for sure. Anyways, I used to have plenty. And now they have released a new one, and I'm questioning things. I kind of am, yeah. I mean, I'm making sure that I can have enough for new activities. If I decide to go with something different style, a different cut, I need to know where and what I can do. So yeah, right now I'm eyeing these heavily. And the rest are just not good. I mean, if I go for a bleach, it needs some sort of a length to be able to really bleach it properly and me be happy with it. Because I can bleach more for the length and not really touch the roots so that it doesn't burn myself. But yeah, I'm also looking at these. I've been looking at these for a while, but these are, yeah, their previous versions are much better, and I'm so sad that they stopped doing them because they were so much better. I have one pair though. And same thing, these are waterproof, weatherproof shoes. I like these a lot. These are the same because they are rated for Danish weathers and they are from Copenhagen, so they are meant to sustain a certain amount of cold. So that is why I like them, but also they look cool. Yeah, it's gonna be blue if I color again, but I want to be able to, like, not have the roots show too much. And so if I can have a bit more length and do something more of a, how do you call that? Not this one, but kind of this one. But if I can do something like this, or if I can do something like this that has a bit more texture and the roots are natural colors, but we have still the bleach happening, if I can do that, I would rather go with that than the regular thing that I'm used to do, because it's gonna be kind of, yeah. Like the regrowth is not what I like. I love these, I love these because they look good, but they look good for 3 days. And then, yeah. You bleach enough. You bleach enough and you get like a purple shampoo. Or you basically do a gray, and the gray is going to fade from gray to lighter gray to white to then beige. Yeah. But yeah, that's the hair activity, as in probably gonna go for something that is layered, therefore I kind of need the length to not have the roots showing up. But I don't want to go with a half and half. Like, it's fine, but it meh. You know, all that. Yeah, more on that kind of thing. Not red, would be blue. But yeah, that's the current inspiration pick for me. It's probably gonna be it. So I need like more length. I have enough length on the back, and it's just not enough on the top. It's almost okay, but it's not. It needs to be jawline long to be able to cut it here, basically, because everything that is here is bleached dead already. So I, you know, yeah, I don't like that. I kind of. I'm gonna go back there because that works. Yeah, the bleach journey that I have. It's been a while. It's been 10 years, if not more. Basically, the first ever bleach that I did got me this. It got me piss yellow type color. That was 2 bleaches? 2. And then I think that was like on a Wednesday or something. And then I went back to a different salon and have fun there. And then I bleached again, and I ended up with a very, very pale yellow. And that was fine. And then after that, I did another bleach that got me pure white. And that was in the span of like 2 weeks. And that pure white basically reacted to blue light, like dark light, UV light type of thing. Dabshi, hi, walk on. So that was kind of fun, but yeah, it kind of regrow really fast. So that kind of bad, but fine. Yeah, it is. It is a younger me, for sure. For sure. The wrong button. But yeah, basically like kind of went into white after a certain amount of bleach, and we ended up with white. And these hair at that time, the texture was better than what I have now. So that happens, and then after that it's just like bleach and bleach and bleach. This one is kind of cheating because it's a black and white photo, so it looks white. Where's the ferret? Oh yeah, right there. We had one with my ex. I mean, my ex had one, and therefore I had one as well. And then I kind of did that again, but I needed to be shorter to get the same white. So it was really interesting to me because I did that the day before going to Germany. So being really blonde in Germany is interesting. But yeah, most of the white hair have been with multiple bleaches, and most of the time I were yellow-ish. So right now, because I'm thinking about blue more than anything else, yeah. Also, you can see how my receding hairline, which hasn't changed since then, if I have shorter hair, it looks bad. I don't like it. So that happens, and we avoid that. And then the latest white was when I was in Japan for the first time. Like that was good white. that sounds, yeah. But yeah, again, like you can see how basically it grows back so fast, and you can only have the white for a day and a half, and then you just have the roots coming back in. So that's just not so good. But yeah, going back to Denny fashion styles wise, that jacket that I changed it. I have a new one now, and yeah, that kind of style of things probably where you want to go. Yeah, I don't have much other pictures of me after that for reasons. Yeah, overall, right? Overall, hair complicated, so they need to grow in order for me to be able to bleach them properly and then have a cut that makes sense. Otherwise, right now, half of it is gonna fall out. So I would love to avoid that. And yes, I have so much padding top. Tapshi, yes. Sadly, yes. And Jonathan, you have long hair, so it's kind of right. I see. Not yet. Not yet for me. I saw this also. I just want to quickly talk about it. Kick resume seemed on, I saw that on TikTok, seemed interesting. And they basically take your resume or your LinkedIn profile and they define things for you. And this one is a career map as a potential. And so obviously most of the interesting things are going to be behind the paywall, and the basic thing that I already have done is available. But as a whole, I felt like this concept was pretty good, and you can have or add more things. You can say that you are interested in like a healthy balance, or maybe not specialist or specialist, I don't know. You want something that is high or comfortable or thing like this. And then you can have, or you should be able to generate like a map that is more tailored to you, and the overall, like, idea and concept that they have made, I feel like this is pretty good. So I just want to take it out and yeah, take it out, test it out. This specific tool has an AI rewriter as well. I need to try that out, so that's why it's here. But yeah, we'll see that soon. And I saw that earlier today when I was trying to fix the app, which I'm still trying to fix the app. Yeah, dang. This is, I mean, again, I'm not saying that it will happen, but if it happened and for some reason the Japanese language learning app is good and working and generating revenue, and I have enough to hire like a dev or someone to take care of something else, I don't know. Why not? Why not hire one of you to do the dev section for, I don't know, maybe Android needs an app? If, I'm sure one of you knows that. Yeah. So I looked at this, which is basically a copy of Duolingo, which kind of make me laugh. But they have so many good animations that I had to keep it. And they have this thing of onboarding that we don't have, or at least currently I don't have. And one of the reasons why I didn't want to go with that is because like, this is basically a Duolingo duplicate to me. It has a different style, but it's still, if I'm seeing this, I'm seeing Duolingo, and that's it. But yeah, had the non-floating panels. It felt the same until I noticed the outer gaps went away. Still noticed the layout shift. I don't really see the change here. I do see that they kept this, as in if you collapse content, you still get stuff in floating for no fucking reason. Yeah, you have the profanity filter on. Certain, that's what happened. It's on your side, it's not on my side. So yeah, overall, that is one of the reasons why I didn't want to go with these types of design, even though it is currently associated with language learning. This is associated with language learning and really associated with Duolingo, so I'm thinking about doing something like really different when it comes to this. I don't know if it would to make sense and work, but yeah. I don't like this. That is not gonna work. I feel like the offset is gonna be a bad idea, so I'm gonna just remove the offset for now and see how that can impact things. Oh, I see. So I need to keep the offset and make it an offset of 0 if I don't want it. So it's purely centered. Cool. Cool. God damn. Oh. And if I had my head diameter of 0, I guess? No, that changed nothing. I see. If I have that at 0, times 0 is going to be weird. Yeah. So times 0 is the same size. But from what I can see, that this thing is way too big. Oh, I need to do that again. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan, I'm in the exact same place right now. This entire thing that I've been trying to do for the past, I don't know, 3 weeks, the version that I have works, but it's just like right now I'm trying to do a new version. A new version is the fourth one already. It's better. It's still bad. And yeah, it just makes no sense. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, if that's 2, why is that moving? That makes no sense. Like, that geometry size divided by 2 is a bad idea. And then my offset is supposed to be that, basically. I guess. Bitch. Sorry, the 0 didn't go through. I see. Hmm. 94, 93. Alright. Let's see on a small screen now. Fuck. Yeah, also, Denny, you just said that and you said lug. Command Shift is much better than anything else to get quick access to what you're looking at. Huh. Lol. I feel like this is gonna work if I just play, yeah, if I place it 1.1. No. Can I do that? No. I'm basically just changing numbers for no fucking reason, so that is bad. Oh, and we ended up with the Apple Watch again. Welcome to the best software in Apple ecosystem, the iPhone SE. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Yeah. For fuck's sake. 60-65. Good job. times 1.05. Seems okay on the iPhone mini. How bad is it? Too bad. Ah. Also, the fact that the square doesn't move just makes no sense. Like, I feel like the offset should come from somewhere else. And I don't know. That's just bad. Ah. I can't figure it out. Ah. I mean, I can. Oh, I can make the offset value be specific per device type. So, right. That's already what I'm doing. Yeah, it doesn't work. And let me say that again. It's not that it doesn't work. It's supposed to be like 0.8 or 0.9 something. I think 95 is basically perfect, 92 something. Nonetheless, doesn't change shit. This is good right now for the 16 Pro Max. If I'm using, I mean, the SE is probably broken right now, but if I'm using the SE or the iPhone 13 mini, which are the other ones, that 0.94 doesn't work. So in order for me to ensure that this works, I would need to define the value specific for each of the screens, which is one of the benefits that we have at designing for iOS devices, because we just have like 5. So we're good with that, right? It's just like you have the SE, the minis, and then the regular or the bigger ones, and the Pro, and the Pro bigger ones. That's it. So having a set of 4 values, 5 values could be okay. It's a switch case, so that's an easy thing to implement. The thing is, it's not programmatic, and it should be programmatic. I should be able to just place the content where it's supposed to go, and yeah. That's already what I'm doing, basically. The geometry size width right there is defined by the screen. So it's the size of the screen, height, and then it's the same geometry to use for the height, like width and height. And then here I'm using it as an offset, so I'm using that to offset the entire circle, but because my overall size of the entries, because we need them to be bigger, is like so much bigger, it has a bit of an issue. I forgot where the fucking numbers is now. Three-fourths is not true. That's the thing. It doesn't work. Sony is currently not good. So yeah, 3/4 is just not working. Just sad. I agree with you, it should. But there is the HUD diameter, which basically define the size of things. And that's just a subtle thing. It's not necessary at this point, but it's just... Geometry size width is the geometry reader, which basically is defined by the element itself. So the stack here has a frame width of geometry size width, which the geometry reader is reading the geometry. Geometry is the screen. I mean, try it out. Like, if it works, and if you have the ability to be better in terms of in a society type of situation, yeah, use it. I'm not saying no. I'm saying just be careful in the upping the dosage in the long run. It will never happen in the first year. Don't worry about it. But yeah, one of the things that I could tell you to do, and it depending on how you react to the medication itself, that's a very classic thing for you to happen. Depending on what has been recommended by the doctor that you've seen, and depending on how you react and yeah, react to the medication itself, for me, I would start the medication how the doctor has prescribed it, and then when I feel like the medication is not as effective or I'm getting used to it, attempt to like elongate the amount of times in between 2 intakes. So if you are taking 1 pill a day or 2 pills a day, let's say 2 pills a day because that's easy, like 1 in the morning, 1 in midday, and then you have the rest for the evening, so you're good. If that's the case, I would start to do morning and then 2 p.m. and then morning and then 16 and then morning and maybe just 1 in the morning, if I feel like the medication is not doing as much. So it would no, not necessary. I think that's in between you and the doctors. But yeah, it's just like not being at the mercy of the medication, because that's usually what happens for people with ADHD that are starting to take medication. They can't really work or seem to work or be able to sustain themselves and behave in a working matter. Yeah, I mean, it's just right now it's just you taking medication. It's just like the details are different. But yeah, that's the main thing that I've seen in the past. It's just people getting too used to the medication and then forced to double their dosage. And they were used to take like 1 pill a day, and now they take 2, and then 2 is not enough, and then they take 3, and that's bad. So yeah, if I were to, it's not the case, but if I were to have a pill to take every day, which is basically what I'm taking already, then and I feel like I have a dependency to it to function, I would try to distance myself from the medication as much as I can and use the medication only when I know that I need to do something. Like if I if I can function to an extent without the medication, and it's okay, and maybe I have a bit of an issue here and there, and then I take the medication when I know that I have something to finish or I need to force myself to do something, I would do that. Well, if that works, do that. If that works. From 10 to 20 is not... Yeah. You good. Though, again, MDMA is 120 micrograms. So it's 1,000 less. 100 times lower. It's not MDMA. It's a different compound. Anyways, details, you know, all that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, if you can avoid the getting hooked on the medication and feeling like you can only function when the medication's there, I think that's pretty good. But if 10 milligrams are good enough in the beginning and you feel like they have a teeny tiny amount of effect, that's good. Also, I don't know exactly how the medication works, that specific one. I don't know if it's a pill, I don't know if it's an injection, I don't know if it's something else. And if it's an injection, I doubt it, because you would have said milliliters instead of milligrams. But if you have to measure 10 milligrams or 20 milligrams, and the way that you do that is you break up a pills in two to get 10-10, you will never get 10-10. You will get 11-9 or something like this. So yeah. I see. Good doctors. But yeah, overall, the idea is just to do your best to not get too used to the medication. But also don't take it, or do not take it, because it could be extremely useful for you. So attempt. It's always good. So I kept that because it's good. As a reference, there is a ton of things that I kind of will legally steal, as in some of the concept and content that I know I need will be implemented, that's for sure. That's something that I wanted to have, like things like this, which are basically implementation of animes or movies, quotes, portions, videos that are like pulled out of somewhere, and then you have to click or select what has been said. That is pretty good. The thing that I'm heavily relying on right now is AI becoming cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, because right now generating 1 minute of video through OpenAI cost me 0.3, I think, yes. 0.3 cent. I mean, $0.3, so 30 cents per minute, and it just came out now, and it's been like a year since the voice model came out, kinda, maybe less, and it's supposed to be even lower soon. So if that happens, I may implement a lot of AI generated voices in the app to generate texts and have like the ability to communicate and interact with the potential AI. We'll see if that happens. But most of the snippets of phrases that I have are like 15 seconds. So I can basically cover 3 to 4 words or 3 to 4 sentences per 30 cents, which is pretty good. I do have 2,000 sentences per dictionary, and I have 6 dictionaries. So that's a lot. That is a lot. But we'll see. Yeah. Today I did the streak section. We didn't really talk about it. So I'm trying to fix this bitch, but it's not gonna happen, apparently. I've made this thing today, which is pretty cute. It's what we're gonna use for the streak, and so if you're on your first day or your day and you haven't done anything, it's gonna be gray, and then if you reach your app and you open it and you open a word, it's gonna be blue without the shiny, and if you reach the goals per day, which is like 25 words seen, it's gonna shine a bit, and then if you reach like above, you go above and beyond to your learning, it's gonna shine more. And so the whole thing is, let's say you had the first one, your activity level is 2, your activity value is 50, and the daily goal was 25. If you had reached 25 for 25, you just have a little amount of shiny. If you just had like 2 out of 25, you just have 2 shiny. Come here. So that is gonna be the ID. The thing is, the widgets, I think they have a bit of a visual refresh rates limit on Apple side. I'm not sure that I have the rights and I am allowed to have some sort of a wilder animation. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, or we'll see you soon, maybe, I don't know, when you come back, if you come back. But yeah, this is what I've been working on today, and it kinda will look like this. Good job, both of you. That is impressive. Larkin, did you push Jonathan in? That's crazy. The current state is this. We have the current day, and then you have a question, like, are you gonna do day 2? And then if you do day 2, you're gonna have are you gonna do day 3? And so on and so forth. So we're gonna see how we can fix that. There is a ton of things that are like visuals that I kind of want to remove and change, because specifically on light mode, that's kind of visible. But I'm entering the dev issue, the usual dev issue, which is right here. The border is not inset nor outside, it's in the middle because it's a border, and on iOS they are using them as centered, and that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. So I'm gonna need to figure it out on how to get the outside border to be not this way. And I don't know how that works in here. Like the stroke is supposed to be inset, and that's apparently not a thing. But maybe it is. Maybe it's just like a dot inset, but it's not. So yeah, figuring these things out are pretty fun. also were looking about, or at, um, there's like a middle ground. Like this. This is your middle ground, where you have reached the activity or the goal for the day, and then this one is activity 2. So they all have different levels of shiny. We'll see how it works. That's the thing. It's the thing that's gonna be fun in the long terms for me. I mean, we started the stream in Xcode, like immediately in Xcode, and I still can't figure it out. That thing is still absolutely broken, and that pissed me off. It pisses me off so much. Yeah. I think I kind of know what I need to do. I don't like it, but I think I kind of know. The main issue that we have is that the selector right here is not in its right position. It's supposed to be somewhere else. It's supposed to be aligned with the line. You guessed it. And I currently can't. That pissed me off. And I'm not saying that I can't. I just I can't like I can't align the thing. Yeah. One point four is there. Got they. That's what I said. No, I want the text outside. It needs to be right here. Basically, dang. That is what's supposed to be the case, right? It's supposed to be here because it's the termination of the verbs, and so you have the verb and then you have the termination for the conjugation, and so that makes sense, right? You get something, it's fine, it's on point, we good. And you would say, oh, well, you're good, you did it, yeah. On the 13 mini, but on the 16 Pro Max, I don't. And yeah. I think the main issue is because this is an offset and not a placement. That's probably the reason why it's bad. But yeah. So I've been trying, obviously, to get this and say stuff along the line of, can we do that without an offset? But it just makes no sense. Yeah, it is view width already. Like the geometry size width is how iOS define the view size. So the geometry reader right there is basically, it is basically, yes, VW. So it's already there. It doesn't work. Um, that's the thing. I don't think I know. No, I kind of know. The anchor point is going to be the hub diameter right there, which is usually at 50 for some reason. But yeah, like they ain't. Interesting. 600 is the maximum. That is interesting though. I doubted this would change anything, but it is almost better. Yeah, someone is requesting points, Stony. That happens. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, almost. So the situation that I'm in right now is not gonna work. As in 50% of the viewport. Thank you for the daytime. We're already on daytime. 50% of the viewport is not like, is not true. Much better. Yeah, fuck. The yeah, the main thing for me right now is the fact that the elements, I need to go back. The element itself is basically the red rectangle that is in the middle, the red square, and then we have a bit of an offset right there, which changes the size of the circle itself. So if I put it at 0.1 or 0.01 and then I do the divided by 2 for the offset, I'm gonna have my center being positioned pretty well. So it's usually gonna be divided by like 1.8 probably, and 1.8 is gonna be pretty good, right? This is roughly where I need it and how I need it, and that works, right? That's good. it works on everything. The longer streak that we have is here, and it's fine. What? I need that placement, and I need the geometry size to be ×2. So I basically need to divide by twice as much. But again, I'm currently on the 16 Pro Max, and I'm almost certain that if I'm going into the 13 mini, I'm inset. So it's the placement shouldn't be based on the screen size. I think it should be based on the on this element, because this one works every time. That's probably the best option, because that way I can have all of the weird ass sizes that I needed to have like a wider amount of range, and that feels better. But if it needs to be exactly set with no offset and basically be butt to butt with the center. Yeah, I know. Good thing is, the last GitHub push, whatever, commit thing that I did, it works. It's fine. It's okay. The version that I have on my phone is fine. But yeah. I think what I need is to basically place it without the having like a set size for this instead. Yes. Pushing to production is going live with the changes. So if I basically right now you have, I mean you don't have, but you do have, if does that still work? Yeah. On the app, I should have done that since the beginning. Basically in there, right, we currently have this, and it's working, and it's good, and I like it. That's nice. The main issue is the spacing in between these two, and that changes. Which basically means that I should revert to that and do the changes that I did on that thing right there. Anyways, I have this app that is in pre-production right now. If I commit, it will push to production, and then I will have the ability to launch it on my phone through this test light thing. And so I have like a ton of builds available on my side to just know like this thing works, this thing doesn't work. I have access to these, and so when I'm pushing to production, it's going in there. That was a long ass ramble for no reason. I feel like I want to revert, but also I feel like I chatted a tad. Yeah, that's the thing. I need to fix that. Dang. Oh, alright. Good attempt, Dan. Cool. So this, I should have kept that. I forgot. That's my bad. Um, that's so much zoomed in. That's crazy. I need that and that as presetted. Can play with these. most of most of the have you Chris, have you tried the newer ChatGPT with Canva thing? Because it can basically do some code review, and if you have access to Cursor's beta stuff, it does have this, which right now for some reason it doesn't really recognize the fact that it has a repository in that workspace, but you know, it happens. I don't care. Um, and yeah, they yeah. The whole code review is pretty impressive to me. Um, I think what the fuck did I do? Dang. Yeah, that's bad. I think the best option that you would have if you're interested in AI and using AI as assistant is going to be to use the Llama AI from Meta. Sadly, I know, but it's free, and you can run it on your device. So depending on the device that you have, and I think you have a good one, uh, you know, that that could be good. Overall, pretty nice. Free is always good. So, you know. Okay, so if I have this, that's the ID. I have my main stack. I think I just need this thing in the proper view, right there. This stack right here is gonna take background. There. I don't know what JBAI is, sadly. for me. Um, oh, Dead Brains. I see. Thank you. that broke. Oh, for fuck's sake, again. Well, turns out coding on stream is not a good idea. I don't, Denny, I think you shouldn't learn web dev. I think you should learn specifics. I mean, it helps. That alpha is just bad. Sorry, that's a bad thing right there. Yeah, well, I think what you need to learn, that sounds so bad. But what would be beneficial for you is going to be Kevin, because he's good, and it's designer related. So, as an introductory platform, this is pretty good. It's CSS and how to design things, like how to make visual things happen in code. There's a ton of other things in there, but most of the content is going to be on CSS relying content. So that is a thing. Or also yes, Chris, that can happen for sure. There is this one. There is also the Web Dev Simplifies, which is the other channel that kind of helps. It took me a while to get used to how he speaks, but yeah. And also what Stony just said is a pretty good testing method. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Chris has been streaming for a bit, but hasn't advertised at all. Been saying that. So we did that thing. Okay, let's do that. I haven't been, as I just said, I haven't been in Chris's stream because he's been not sharing the link in there. It should be in there. And I'm never automating a shout out until I have spent some time in someone's stream. You post a link like Nombres did earlier today. yesterday. Came in, dropped the link, done. And then I can click on that and see how it works and what happens and all that. There. Now I will see things. Maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. I mean, if it works, to be honest. That's a good thing. That's also what's happened most of the time, which pisses me off. Like, if it's not in a very new chat, the chat kind of takes references from what happens again, and it's just not good. So yeah, sometimes. No, I mean the chat in cursor, not the chat in chat. I'm trying to multitask, which doesn't work, but you know, dang. It just has residue and things that should work that doesn't work. It's bad. Right now, I'm just trying to get the fucking verb stack view here separated so that I can have my offset right there. But now this is breaking. I think it's the default things that are kind of broken. And so, yeah, it is. Cool. So, now, that's the stack. Let's add a background to this. Gray? Dot gray? I guess. And with that said, this whole thing is weird. Why did it refresh here? I could remove the initial offset. That pissed me off. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Yeah, that's bad. Like, that shouldn't work, shouldn't exist. We shouldn't have a frame width of that much. Shit. It still works. Like, we still have the thing. It's just not where it's supposed to be. Like, the alignment trailing makes no sense. And what we did on this one to make more sense, shit, force of habit on this one. That doesn't work. Oh, me? Sorry, I thought it was like a different, for a different person. It depends. I do, I do work much, but not that much. Sorry. Huh. Basically on Monday. On Monday, I had a stony moment. Yes. I ended up stream and I said goodbye, and then I said, you know what I need to do? I have this idea in my head for this wheel thing, and I couldn't figure it out, so I basically went on my phone and I went through the creation of a bicycle wheel. I went on Google and looked how things are called, and the little wires on the wheel that are apparently called a spoke. And so I figured it out, and I was in my bed and I kind of did this thing, and then it generated some code, and I was like, you know what, this seems like an okay thing to do. I understand. Let's make sure that it's like centered and that the text is rotated like 90 degrees or something. And then it was too much to do on my phone directly, so for once, I took my computers to my bed. And I basically did the whole thing for like an hour. And I went to bed at like 1:30. But now we have a fucking wheel working, so I'm happy with that. And it's working properly. Like it does exactly what I needed to do, and that was good. But I've been dead since. I've been unrecovering for the past 3 days. And I tried to go to the gym this morning, and it was hard. And yeah. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm turning into you, Stoney. I don't mind it, anyways. But what I would say is, I mostly mostly I just want this app to be done as soon as I can, and I feel like I'm close. Like the only thing that I need to get working is the in-app purchase, and the fact that Apple allows me or like validate the first review that I can just send test flight to everyone that is interested. But yeah, that's why I kind of did that on Monday. I don't think I will do that again. Yeah, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Okay, so this is scented, which is good. And now what we need to have is what I did then, which is what I did there. So I did that. That worked. We extended the thing to put that frame at wider. That's what we did. Right? Huh. Interesting. That's also the thing that I feel is really interesting to me. As in, depending on how or where you place the elements on SwiftUI declaration, you end up with more or less like what you were looking for. So, yeah, it's really interesting to me. How the fuck did I fix that? Ah, shit, I forgot that. Sorry. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a new chat because checks. Shit. Shit. I can't type. It's starting. Huh. That feels like a bad idea, but why not? Yeah, that's what I thought. I forgot how I did it earlier, that's the thing. Okay. Uh, So Jan earlier said that there were something, or there is something that is basically called the absolute center. Um, God damn it. No. I guess this is gonna be. I don't know. I feel like Xcode is kind of not liking the stream and that at the same time. Um, well, not anymore. With that will behavior, which is a different one, not exactly. But yeah, I wish. Like this is justify and on this one. Like this is a justify and align center. The thing is there is um like there is an anchor point. The thing is the anchor point is not where it's supposed to be. At least right now. But from here, I know that I can just add an offset on this. I should be able to just do that. Shit, it's minus 140. And 126, 128. And with just that, we should be good. If this works, I doubt that the preview is gonna still works. I think it died. Let's load the other phone. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works. Let's make sure that it still works on other platforms. Or other platforms, other activities. Yeah. That's perfectly aligned. Yeah, that's perfectly aligned. That's it. Let me just load a Pro Max so that we have a bit of a preview of that, ensuring that it works. Then after that, sleep. Eh, not really. I would have probably taken less time, but why not? Hmm. Yeah, cool. Good. It doesn't help me. It distracts me more than anything. Like basically all day I'm doing the code thing. That sounds so bad. And then I'm not really derailed. I'm taking the derail. I'm forcing myself to derail myself to ensure that I have some breaks here and there. But usually during the day I'm not moving out of it. I'm just like, I do the entire thing that I need to do, and then, you know. Okay, 130 seems to be better. Huh. Good. I know, I could do that with git, commit, whatever. I don't care. uh, and so, Denny, right now, what I just did was push to production. Basically, there is a thing called workflows in here. And so every time that I have something that happens, as in something on my branch changes, it build the iOS version, it creates an archive, and then it sends it to the test flight internal testings. And then once that is gonna be approved from the Apple side, it's gonna go through the test flight internal for me and test flight external as well. So this is pretty useful overall to just have access to these and to automate the push. So right now in like 5 to 10 minutes, the robots are gonna just check if there is bugs or things that should have happened, and then based on that, push this to test flight. And I should have access to it soon. So yeah. But yeah, that's been. I shared a video on Twitter earlier. This is the entirety of 2 days of experiments. And if I were to be like distracted and or take distraction, I wouldn't have achieved all of that in 2 days. This one, the last one though, which has inertia and a bit of a nice effect to it, that broke the system. Basically, it was going too fast for for iOS to understand things, and because I have implemented the haptics so that the phone vibrates pretty good when the selection happens. All that, yeah. I mean, you can do bad design. Bad design is good. Sometimes we just need to go fast, which is basically what I'm doing here. This is really bad design, but I needed something that works, and it worked. And after that, I made it better. But yeah, I also posted this one, and that's good. Full app working. I'm really happy with it. I need to take so much time, or I needed to take so much time on ensuring that my current layouts and things were working in small screen. So that took a while, and now it's good. Some of the things that are pretty good also in Xcode is that they have a ton of warnings that says, oh, this thing is deprecated in the new iOS 18. That is not a thing that is an option, and blah, blah, blah. And so now I fixed everything. So we went from 48 warnings to 0. Happy with that. I have 0 warnings, 0 bugs for now. I fixed the one that were buggy earlier today, and so I'm just waiting for the team at Apple's to just say, oh yeah, you can come in. We good. We reviewed everything, and it's fine. At some point, maybe. Oh well. Well, I lied, apparently. It's been approved. Cool. So now I should be able to send you the can tester, because the canister is me. I don't know. I'm Stoney, you said that last time, but I may have a kid because I do dad jokes on everything, so I may have a kid. But yeah, the can tester should have access to that build. So now what I need to do is push the latest version to both at the same time. But yeah. Well, I'm impressed. It's approved. Cool. I think the external testing has a bit more Apple-related stuff, as in the feedback sending and also the App Store related stuff could work. So I had to figure that out, and then when I have that working and that we're good, yeah. I also have to do my taxes info for Apple. That's the thing that I don't know exactly how to do. Yeah, we'll see. I figure it out. I will figure it out. Anyways, as I said, this is a shorter ones because I have my Japanese class in the morning tomorrow, and also I have my mom coming to here tomorrow. So gonna happen. And we'll see what we can do. I do have a personal financial advisor. I'm just saying that the tax related stuff for the App Store is kind of different than what she does. I mean, she doesn't really do foreign taxes. She does French taxes, and this is a foreign. Basically, it's any business that does business on the Apple Store needs some sort of an entity or representation, a foreign representation in the US to be able to do business with them. So I need to figure that out. It's pretty simple. They have like 4 documents that explain everything. I just need to read the thing and then figure out the form and be done with it. Dang. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. It's an Apple requirement for foreign countries. But you know. I'll figure it out. If I figure it out, I can have the in-app purchases working, and I can have the app on many stores, which is what we want most of the times. All right, I'm sending you to Cat, obviously. She's playing a new game, and there is another Italian on stream today. That's gonna be interesting. Anyways, spam the chat. That's me. Spam the chat twice. That's me as well. Buy something, which is not my ass.
Mom?
And and I'll see you soon, Debshi. I see that you are the only one in chat on her side. Anyways, have fun in there. Chris, good job. And Denny, buy new shoes, buy jackets and all that, and we'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.